I had my legs broken. I was in a makeshift litter, and the 16 men were on the ground praying. At 2 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday, they left the skeleton crew to guard us. They went to town. We chipped arrows. We put them on dried bamboo sticks. We made spears. The funny thing is, I'm going to tell you, they didn't want to put this either. I said, well, you don't put this here, you don't have a story, you don't have a movie. They gave us fish to eat. We took the entrails, the intestines, and we tied them up and made them. And we buried them in the dirt, about 2 inches. And every night we would urinate on them, keep them wet. And it took about 3 years to get them to make 8 or 10 bows and arrows. We used them to make the string for the bows. We killed our captors.
That's right.
We liked them. You have no idea how you feel to kill your captors, because they were kind of nice to you, some of them. And then you had to turn around and kill them, which we did. We took their AK-47s and we used them against them. And we went through the jungle. But before we left, we were praying. And this part, they wanted to leave out also. I said, well, then you don't have a movie, you don't have a story, including Reader's Digest. So as they were praying, down on their knees, 16 natives, I was on a litter, looking up, praying, because they were going to drag me because I had broken knees. As they were praying, an angel about 50 feet long with his wings stretched, beautiful man, came like this through the bamboo stalks, and he looked at us, didn't say a word, didn't say anything. Within 7 or 8 minutes, he disappeared. There was a sign that we would be okay. We were, but we were treated as deserters. When we landed in San Francisco at the Presidio Army Base, which is no longer there, we were put in chains by the military police, sent to trial, and sent to labor. Life imprisonment and hard labor at Fort Leavenworth, Kansas. We were there 2.5 years when Nixon exonerated us. They called us in. Well, the president has exonerated us. You're free to go. You go and take a shower and get your uniforms ready. Your enlisted rank or prior rank you had, you will go as soldiers and you will go to your destination. I said, what? Wait a minute. I went home. I'm an orphan. I didn't have a mother. My dad had passed. No welcoming, nothing. Got home. First thing I got was bananas, oranges, eggs thrown at me. I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. I sued the government. It took 35 years for them to exonerate my story, and they had to give me back pay. 6.5 years of captivity, 2.5 years of imprisonment in our own country, and injuries for my injuries. And my lawyers collected over $22 million. We had military lawyers, civilian lawyers. And I only got $500,000, and then we were taxed on that. I said, you can't tax us for combat pay. So they finally took it off. And it was one hassle after another one, after another one, after another.
Yeah, don't have messed up, no. Bad news is to beat your home, nigga. Yeah. Go on, get on that ass real quick one time. 144, baby.
They said you get on, you gon' represent, I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole car. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan, I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course, get it lit up like a torch. You even low or this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that, I swear I'm to our core. Wait up, let me make a call right quick, I'ma start another war. I was hurting when she left, but I don't care about any part. I need a Vaseline like my Nina Puffer bar. Tokazak, watch the dark. Matter of fact, like a dart. Any problem, let them come. We gon' snatch they soul like Shang Tsung. Put them out of service, keep them tools like Miss Harper. Try to hold me, it's way too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Throw that one up like a trophy. I'm that nigga, ain't no debate. Told them boys we taking note. Call them up like set the date. This shit a piece of cake. Yeah, my bitches came from Whole Foods. Told them put on that top 3. Then bring me my house shoes. Don't make excuses, make moves. These niggas ungrateful, gotta show them UPK rules. I make hits like I can't lose. They said you get on, you gon' represent, I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole car. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan, I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that, I swear I'm to our core. Yeah, I just got off the call, I'ma start another war. Spit a plate up with my niggas, get your knife and your fork. He ain't locked in with the count, and when you speaking to me fart. Yeah, I just took the floor, ain't no cowards in my campaign. They can't stop the campaign, tell them bring the champagne. They know I'm a champion, they can see the outcome. Get them niggas bad, got them tied down and out there. Can't do with them steppers, niggas been down since day one. We run up the bands, bitch like Dylan, Dylan, Dylan. They say you get on, you gon' represent, I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. Yeah, about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, we whole cart. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan, I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this low, so that bitch is either or. I told you niggas, you ain't cut like that, I swear I'm to our car. And I just made the call, we gon' start another war. Yeah.
Shalom. Shout out to all the brothers and sisters out there, man. As you know, we had a real disgusting weekend. We had the 4th of July. We had the remembrance of 250 years of oppression here in America. And so today we're going to be talking about brotherhood, why America is against Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We're going to talk about what we should do about it, because that's the real solution. That's the real medicine about it. We're starting to understand. I think I'm starting to love it. I think this was one of the most monumental 4th of Julys yet. I didn't see too many Blacks and Hispanics celebrating. I don't know about you, Ash. I think we're starting to come out the illusion of the American dream. I think Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are starting to wake up just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. I didn't see too many niggas talking about they was popping fireworks. I seen that many of my Native American brothers and sisters saying they're not celebrating it. I seen a lot of my Hispanics brothers and sisters saying they're not celebrating it. And that's a powerful thing. Now, the only thing we got to move to is not celebrating it together. That's right. Because Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we're starting to understand, man, America had done us dirty. You know, America had done Black people dirty for 500 years. America done the Native Americans dirty for 500 years, done the Hispanics dirty. Now, where are we going to look at each other and say, you know what? They did you dirty. They did you dirty. They did you dirty. Why don't we come together? Why don't we join forces? And that's what we're here to talk about today. We're here to talk about Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans coming together and loving one another, man. That's what we're here for. That's what we need. Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we have to rely on one another. That's why I'm saying this 4th of July weekend, man, it was real powerful. I did not see too many Blacks and Hispanics celebrating. I didn't see too many of them niggas out there in the flag outfits, in the red, white, and blue. You know, I was happy to see that, man. Because you know what? They had a white supremacist march in Washington, D.C., and nobody did nothing about it. Nobody blinked an eye. No one second guessed it. No one sent the cops. You know, but when you go out and march in the street and say hands up, don't shoot, they send the police after you. When George Floyd was murdered out there in Minnesota and the entire nation of America protested against it, they sent out dogs. They sent out fire hoses. They sent out police officers to instruct the law. But guess what? When white supremacists take over Washington, D.C., they got escorted. The police was right there to make sure nothing happened to them. America is showing you. And then you got Donald Trump. You know what Donald Trump said? Donald Trump got on TV and said, if you're someone that says America was found on stolen land, you're a communist. That's a communist remark. You know why he says that? Because America was founded on stolen land. Donald Trump and white people, they feel guilty when they hear it. So we're going to keep saying it. America was founded on stolen land. Not only that, America was built on stolen land. And then not only that was it built on stolen land, it was built by stolen people. Right. You stole the Native Americans. You stole the Hispanics. You stole Black people. You over here talk about your Independence Day when you stole our independence. Right. When white people came here in 1492 and started their kingdom and started their nation, it came at a cost. It came at the cost of our freedom. It came with the Native Americans being put on reservations. It came with Black people being put in chains. It came with the Hispanics being taught Spanish and Catholicism. So you want to sit here and talk, if you a nigga out here that still celebrate the 4th of July, man, after all this revolutionary talk, after all this crimes have been put in your face, after white supremacists marching down Washington, D.C., I don't know what else to tell you. After ICE agents being sent to raid little girls and boys, you know what they said? A report just came out, an independent report. They're saying many of the children in these concentration camps, in these ICE detention centers, they're pregnant. They're pregnant. These babies are pregnant. Pregnant by who? The same filthy, disgusting ICE agents that are harassing them in the streets, man. When are Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, when are we going to come together, man? When are we going to say, you know what? It's right that we don't celebrate the 4th of July, but let's not celebrate it together. Let's come together. Let us unite, and let's resist against America's temptation. We're starting to wake up from the American dream, which is great, because now we're starting to realize it's a nightmare. But we got to realize it's a nightmare for all of us, not just Black people, not just the Native Americans, not just the Hispanics, all of us. We've all suffered under this devil. And for that to happen, we got to come together, man. That's going to be our greatest weapon, is us coming together and unifying. You got anything else before we move on?
I got that clip of them marching if you wanted to.
Oh, man.
I don't know if you wanted to say that or what, but I do got it on deck.
Oh, yeah, let's get that. We got some mighty brothers in here, man. Shout out, we got Priest and Officer Asha Iyer, fire to the gates, all the way from Gary, Indiana, man. Right. Powerful brother, give him my hand. We got Isupk, brother, part of Isupk Mexico in the building, representing. That's right. Priest and Officer of 500, not to say a mock. Excellent brother, right here, man. We out here. This is what we're talking about right here. We got Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans sitting at one table to join our people together, man. This is what America's afraid of. America don't give a damn about you out there marching and saying we demand our rights, saying we're going to resist. They don't care about that. You know what they care about? Saying we're not going to celebrate with you. We're not going to participate in the holidays you want us to participate in. We're not going to buy your fireworks. We're not going to buy your tacky red, white, and blue outfits and look all gaily. We're not going to do it. You know what we are going to do? We're going to go have our own barbecues, and only blacks and Latinos are going to be invited. We're going to go have our own holy day. We're going to go back to our own history and our own heritage. That's what they're afraid of. We're going to love Native Americans, blacks, and Hispanics more than anyone else. That's what they're terrified of. And that's what we are coming to realize. That you got that clip? I should about pull up this clip, man, of these white supremacists marching downtown Washington, D.C., the nation's capital, and no one bothered them. No one even dared to look their way. There's a viral picture going viral right now where it's a black woman sitting in the midst of them on the Washington Metro. No, you saw it? It was a sister, a black woman just sitting there surrounded by all these white supremacists. They're terrified to her core, just sitting there. It's like imagine just sitting on the red line with a bunch of Klan members, right. And just sitting there like I don't know what to do now. But this is America. That's the perfect example of the American life. And the reason and a lot of people are like, well, if they're so proud, why are they wearing masks? You know why? Because after that 4th of July, they got to go back to being your teachers. Right. They got to go back to being your government officials, go back to being your police officers. They got to go back to sitting down with Donald Trump. So when they're out there, they can't show you that they're devils. They can't show you that they're white supremacists. No, and that the time ain't there yet. You see, they're showing you, they're puffing their chest out a little bit, you know, this is still white America. We will still get you. But they're not too comfortable yet. But guess what? There's going to be a day where they're going to take the face mask off because they're not going to give a damn. Because we're getting there. The ICE agents are the beginning. The ICE agents are the start of it. There's going to be a day where ICE agents aren't going to have to wear masks no more. They're going to be in your face with it and be proud of it. They're going to kick in your door with a smile on their face. And the only thing that can stop it is us coming together. That's what it's going to take. It's going to take black Latinos and Native Americans to love one another, and not only love one another, but love each other in truth. What's that truth? The Bible. The Bible is a book of resistance, a book of revolution. Don't let the Christian church nullify it, man. Don't let the Christian church lie to you and tell you the Bible's all about kisses and hugs and Care Bears. The Bible is a book of war, man. The Bible is a book of revolution. That's why they killed Christ. They killed Christ because he was a revolutionary. They killed Christ because he was strong and he stood up against the oppression the Romans was doing to his people. That's why they were terrified of him. They were scared. They say it in the scriptures. They were scared he was going to rise the people up against the Pharisees and the scribes. You know why they were scared that he was going to rise up against the Pharisees and the scribes? Because the Pharisees and the scribes at that time, they were the ones keeping Israel in subjugation to the Romans. They are Christian pastors nowadays. They are religious leaders, civil rights leaders. Those are the scribes and Pharisees keeping your people under. And that's the same way they are with us. That's why all these Christian pastors be terrified to debate us, because they know they're going to lose. And if they lose that, they lose their check. They lose the money walking in the door. They lose people putting money in their donation. Then guess what? They can't afford the Bentley no more. They can't afford the private jets. They can't afford the trips to the Africas and to the Bahamas that they go to, where they get to molest little boys and no one thinks twice about it.
If I may.
Go ahead, Dr.
Con, sir. It's so heavy what you're bringing out, because the Christian church has done such a number on our people that these goddamn white supremacists could walk around with masks in your communities. Subliminally, they're using, the laws and the police force and everything else against you, and we're just docile.
Right.
We let them smack us straight in the face, and it's obvious that these people don't like us. They don't love us. Their laws don't apply to them, but they do to us. And the Christian church just tells us to be nonviolent about it. You know what I'm saying? To accept it. It's a diabolical thing to see that.
No, you're absolutely right. You got the tape. Go ahead, let's start. Well, people can see what we're talking about, not just we just puffing smoke. Look at this man. Now pause if you could real quick. I'm sorry. See if you get that part back up where it said they were waving the Confederate flag. The Confederate flag is a representation that you're a traitor. You're holding the Confederacy separated from America. White people don't even know their own history. They're over here claiming to love America. In the same march, they have the 13 colonies representing what? America's foundation, what America was built off of, which is what? The downfall and slaughter of blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Then you got the Confederate flag. The Confederate flag was the division of this nation, dummy. This is why white people went to war. You killed one another because white people wanted to be separate and started a whole civil war. You over here flying a Confederate flag while in the same breath flying the American flag. It's like wearing a shield and wearing a cross at the same time. It don't make no sense. How are you going to represent one thing but represent another? It don't make sense. How you going to be a Christian Muslim? You know what I mean? Even though they are Christians, how you going to be a Christian Muslim? You get what I'm saying? Right. Go ahead.
If I could, it's so heavy with both of y'all bringing up with this. It shows you how ignorant and stupid white men are, because, like you saying, the Confederacy of America from 250 years ago, was built on American men dying.
Right.
You know how many men died behind the Confederate flag? Not even black people.
Right.
White men. So this goes to show they just dumb and idiots because of the hate that they got for blacks and Hispanics. Right. And furthermore, they just cowards. I really can't call them what I want to call them on the live, but they cowards, because here we are in the UPK.
Come on.
We tell the white man who he is to his face on the streets, on his streets.
No mask.
That's right. No mask. And we go to the slave the next day.
Yeah. Hey, I seen you in that video. Yeah, that was me. That was me, nigga.
Here they are. They can't do that because they don't have the cojones.
Come on, man. That's
you
right.
You know what I'm saying?
They don't got no testosterone. You see, they out there marching in those military boots, the cargo pants, the tactical belts. They think that's what makes them militant. What makes you militant, what makes you a man, is telling the enemy to his face, we're outnumbered here in America. Right. We're behind enemy lines. Right. The odds are stacked against us. And we sit there and tell white people to their face, what you're doing to the Native Americans is wrong. What you're doing to black people is wrong. What you're doing to the Hispanics is wrong. And not only that, God's going to judge you. And we do it without fear. We do it without fear. Like Ashara said, we do it in every major metropolis. LA, we're doing it. Washington, D.C., we're doing it. New York City, we're doing it. Even though the odds are stacked against us. The white police harass us. You know, the white politicians against us, try to shut us down. Every time we're out there, oh, well, your decimal readings are off. You know, y'all know the decimal, or what decimal should we be at? Well, we don't know. You know why? Because they're making it up. They're making it up. There is no decimal reading. There is no law against outspeaking. It's in the First Amendment. You have a right to freedom of speech. Right. But because you're saying something so scary and terrifying, which is uniting blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, that's what puts fear in their heart. That's why Ashara is saying it's so heavy. These niggas punks. I'm not afraid of any of that. I'll march right through their ranks. Right. I don't give a damn. But of course, I'm under Command Jehana. He wouldn't want me to do that. But if I was an ignorant nigga, I would do that. You get what I'm saying? Because they're soft. You're scared. I can sense the fear in you. That's why you have to come out here with shields and batons and firearms. We go out there and camp, stand bold as a lion. Right. If you want these hands, we'll give them to you. We ain't Christians. Right. We'll stand out there. We don't need no weapons, nigga. We got the Lord on our side. You might even try to touch us. A lightning bolt might strike you down. You know what I mean? We've been at camp sometimes. People try to harm us, and cats get heart attacks in front of the camp. Someone try to harm us. Someone in the crowd will come beat you before we touch you. I've seen it happen. Go ahead, Nadazelle.
Sir. And really, there's a spiritual side behind this as well. And it's the fact that the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. They're such a deceiver that they're trying to show you their true hatred towards you. They want to show you their true spirit towards blacks, Hispanic, but they're going to do it in a cowardice way, in a way where they're still being hidden and they're hiding their identity. They're not going to be upfront about it. Right. They're not going to be. They're not going to stand on it. You know what I'm saying? And because of that, unfortunately, it's another way that it distracts blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans from the truth. And unfortunately, it is going to take not civil war, but race riots for our people to get the point that these cowards hate you, and they're not going to openly say it to you unless they're on the internet or something. But other than that, they're going to be hiding behind masks. They're going to be hiding behind their professions while they're secretly trying to unalive you. While they're hanging you on trees because they're catching you driving interstate by yourself and our women by themselves. You know what I'm saying? But we don't want to see the truth.
Right. Not as they ever saying so heavy. Can you want to know why? That's why ICE is so popular. You realize that, right? They backing up ICE. White people are not condemning them. They're loving them. I've seen shirts that say I'm pro ICE. They're out there waving a flag with an ice cube on it. You know why? Because they love it. They love the fact that there's masked men out there dressed in military gear, cosplaying special ops, terrorizing little Hispanic boys and girls.
Right.
They're loving every minute of it. They love that Native American women are going missing off the reservations. Or they're loving all of it. They're loving that black women in Chicago are going missing by the thousands. They're loving it. You know why? Because with all this power and military strength that they're showing with hatred against you, they could save the world. They could stop the Israelis from bombing Gaza. They can bring food and water to Africa. They could stop all the war and pollution in the ghetto. They could stop all the drugs and the fentanyl being pushed into America. But you know why they don't? Because it helps destroy you.
Right.
That's why we got to come together and get away from this. You see, an ignorant Christian will watch them marching in the street and be like, we have to pray for them. We got to pray for them. I'm not praying for them niggas. I'm going to pray for the get you. And you know what pissed me off about this the most is they walk in there talking about we have to take our country back. We have to preserve our race. You're right about the preserving your race. Go ahead. Go take all your little white people and go somewhere else because this wasn't your country.
Right.
You stole this from the Native Americans. And the Native Americans, us and our love, man, you know, we are the most loving, peaceful people on this earth. Even to this day, we're still trying to love these devils, man. And that's what we got to learn. We cannot love them. This is their 250th anniversary of America's empire, and they love it. They're celebrating it. They're out there representing it, waving those flags to show that they love America. I don't know if y'all see these. They got those upside down flags as well. You know what that represents? That America's in distress. When Americans do that, when they do that on military bases, that's to mean America's under distress or America's been taken over. You know who they're saying it's taken over by? You. How? When black people are 13% of the population, when the Native Americans are 5% of the population, when the Hispanics are being thrown out of the country, when the Hispanics are being murdered and their percentage rates are dropping, how are we taking over your country?
Right.
But you know what it is? White people are scared of you. White people are terrified because they know you're greater than them.
Right.
That's why they was happy when Mexico lost yesterday. I don't even care about soccer. But Mexico lost yesterday, white people was cheering up and down. They love that England won against the Mexicans.
Right.
You know why? Because England is their brothers. Even though they're all way halfway across the ocean. They're white. They're white over there.
Right.
They're pretty damn white. They're the original whites, the OG whites. That's who they separated from. That's how they got America.
Right.
They ain't showing love. They should be their arch nemesis, but they love England, man, for beating them damn sticks. That's what they think in their mind. Go give me that scripture, Ashar, if you could. Look at these damn cowards, man, out there with little Captain America shields, man.
And I can't get past the fact that they're hiding behind these masks.
Come on, man.
And it's just indicative of, like I said, though, that deception that they used back when they took the country from the Native Americans. They love to say that they won this country.
Oh, come on.
You didn't fight the Native Americans head up.
That's the point.
You didn't. There wasn't hand-to-hand combat military operations. No, you slaughtered women and children. You used biological warfare.
Right.
You killed off the food sources. You weren't out there going hand to hand with these goddamn Native Americans.
They weren't seeing them one-on-one. Come on.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You're using the same deceptive tactics of smiling in somebody's face, but behind their back, you put on these hoods,
right,
and you go raiding grandmas and kids' villages, and that's how you got this place.
Come on. And you know what Nazareth saying is so heavy because they just celebrated the 150 years of the Lakota tribes, the Sioux tribes beating Custer.
Right.
Which is when the Plains Indians came together and united and said, you know what, we're not going to let white people kick us out of our land. We're going to fight back. And guess what? They brutalized Custer, embarrassed them. He came up there. He said, "There's not enough Indians." Then what he said? He said, "There's not enough Indians in the world to defeat the 7th Cavalry." And the Native Indians said, "Okay, bet," and whooped him to Sunday, scalped him, set him on fire, pissed on his body. They said there's so many different reports. They said some reports said he put his pistol to his head, blew his brains out because of how terrified he was of the slaughter the Native Americans were doing to his cavalry. Well, I guess there was enough Indians that day.
All time.
Yeah,
Right.
come on, man. But that's what happens when we come together.
Right.
Now, all we need to do is not only join the Sioux, we need to get the Navajo involved. We need to get the Hopi involved. We need to get the Pueblo involved. We need to get the Aztecs involved, the Mayans. We need to get Black people involved because we are all sons and daughters of oppression.
That's right.
We've all suffered at the hands of white oppression. We've all suffered at the hands of colonialism and colonization. So for us to be better and to gain the upper hand, we got to come together. We got to heal one another. We love saying that word, but we don't know how to do it. The way we heal one another is by looking at our brother and saying, you know, I understand what you went through. Exactly. They did it to me as well. Right. You know what I mean? You ever been to like those AA meetings or those drug counseling meetings? You sit in a circle and you tell your stories. Yeah, I suffered 8 years on drugs. I suffered 10 years as an alcoholic. They do that. Why? So you can feel the pain, to know you're not alone. And Blacks and Hispanics, that's what we need to do. We need to look at each other and say, you're not alone.
That's right.
They did it to me too. You know what I mean? We got to look at one another and say, you know what? What they did to me, they're doing to you as well. Like right now, we should be rallying behind the Mexicans, the Salvadorians, the brothers from Venezuela, the ones that are being persecuted so harshly by ICE. Because at one point, that was the Native Americans. At one point, that was Black people. Right. And they're about to do it again. You saw they raided South Shore. You saw they're picking up Native off the reservation and putting them in ICE detention centers. Right. They say, we don't care if you got papers or not. If you look the part, we taking you. You know what I'm saying? This is a war being brought on the streets against you, and you want to sit here and celebrate the 4th of July. Give me that scripture, Ashar.
The book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel.
Go ahead.
For the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land.
The Lord got a controversy. What's a controversy? He got a problem with the inhabitants of the land. Let's see why he got a problem with them.
Because there is no truth.
There's no truth. What they tell you about America? White people founded America. Christopher Columbus founded America. And through white people pulling up their bootstraps and coming together, they built this great nation of ours. Well, that's not true. Through you enslaving and slaughtering Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you built America. So that's one. That's score one. No truth. Go ahead.
Nor mercy.
You showed no mercy. The Native American tribes, you made 177 treaties with the Native Americans, and you kept none of them. To this day, you're still stealing land. To this day, you're still building pipelines and taking over regulations that you promised not to do through tribal lands. What does that tell you, Native Americans? You're not free. I know they want to tell you you're a sovereign nation. You're a sovereign nation. You're independent. They're showing you you're not independent. Right. Same with the Mexicans and the Hispanics. Y'all think y'all better because you got a so-called homeland. Well, guess what, nigga? If you had a so-called homeland, why aren't they saving you right now? They sending ICE agents to your stores. They're harassing you in the streets. And Mexico ain't sending nobody over here saying, hey, you can't keep treating my people like this. The Salvadorian government ain't saying nobody over here. The Venezuelans, the Colombians, they're not sending no one over here to say, hey, talk with America. Like, hey, man, you got to chill out how you telling your people, treating my people. But let them do it to the Chinese. Let them do it to the Africans. Or let them do it to them Arabs, boy. Them Arabs will burn the city down overnight.
Right.
Are you kidding me? But Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're being terrorized, and your governments are just sitting there like this. So y'all heard about the World Cup? Y'all see the game? That's what they talking about. Right. The Mexicans, I don't know if y'all saw for the World Cup, the opening was an Aztec dance. It was an Aztec dance. It was like a little powwow. They had the chants, they had the drum. Oh, it was beautiful. While the Hispanics are being terrorized in America. You want to claim all that native love, all that Aztec love. Where's that for your brothers and sisters? Right. Come on. Keep going, Ashar. Nor mercy.
Nor knowledge of God in the land.
There's no knowledge of God in the land. We have got out the month of June with the what? Pride Month. Being proud of being sodomites and disgusting. Like I don't even got to take it there with you. I'm gonna give it to you the simplest way possible. I put my rod in a woman, 9 times out of 10, a baby's gonna come out. If a woman and a woman sleep together, ain't nothing gonna happen. Except disgustingness. If a man and a man sleep together, ain't nothing gonna happen except some AIDS. You know what I'm saying? But when we have children, when a man and a woman get together, guess what? A baby's produced. Right. You know what I'm saying? That no knowledge of God even exists in this place. They want to say, "Oh, under God we trust." What God? What God allows you to go to war with the Native Americans, even though they were at peace with you? The Native Americans were willing. Hey, man, let's coexist, man. Hey, y'all want to go to war? All right, look, y'all beat us. Look, we're willing to accept defeat. Just give us a little slice over here. And every time you kept taking more and more and more. To even this day, you put them in the corner of the earth, of the land they once owned. And then you're still coming on the reservations and filling it with drugs. You're coming onto the reservation and stealing our women, stealing our children. You're doing the same to the Hispanics, doing the same to black people. And you want to sit here and talk about God. You don't know God. You have no knowledge of God. Go ahead.
Verse 2.
Like, a little turned up in here. I'm sliding. I'm not drink this. I ain't even take a sip yet. Man, I get a sip. It's gonna be a 10 o'clock class. Come on.
By swearing and lying.
You want to know how America got founded? By swearing, lying. Go ahead.
And killing and stealing.
They made America great. Ain't that what they love saying? They made America great through lying, killing, and stealing. By lying about the history of this land, by killing and stealing it from the original inhabitants, by treating them so mercilessly, they destroyed us. They had no mercy on us. That's how they got America. I'll give you one even better. You know what America had the audacity to say in their Constitution? Because the Constitution was written in 1776. It was written when, they declared their independence from England, from the King of England. They wrote in it, in the same place where they say all men are created equal. They said black people are 3/5 of a man. And then what they say? They said the Native Americans, we must come together to free ourselves from the crown. I'm paraphrasing, to free ourselves from England and to protect ourselves from the merciless Indian savages. That's what America refers to you as in their Constitution. You want to talk about happy 4th of July. You want to be happy that some of our people are going over there and joining America's military. Oh, he gets to wear his hair in his picture. He gets to wear his honorary feather in his hair. America's growing. Man, America don't give a damn about you. Nigga, you gonna go die anyway. I mean, you gonna wear a feather in your, go ahead. I mean, shut up. There, take your picture. All right, send them to Iran. Right. They don't care. You think it's such growth because what, they let him wear his long hair in his military picture, right, where they're about to go send him to die for the people that stole his land 500 years ago? You think that's powerful? No, that's not powerful. Powerful is him being up in here and being in the right military. The military built for Native Americans, blacks, and Hispanics. Wearing that long hair, wearing that feather, and saying, you know what, man, I'm not going to go kill somebody I ain't got no beef with. Right. I don't got no beef with the Iranians. What the Iranians ever do to me? I don't got no beef in the Middle East. My beef is right here in America. My beef, I gotta go solve the problems on the reservation. I gotta go stop the drug abuse. I gotta go stop the alcohol abuse. Right. I gotta go stop all the death and destruction on the res. That's why I gotta dedicate myself to. Right. I don't got no place in the oppressor's military. The same oppressor that slaughtered my people for 500 years. Right. The same military that pushed us on the reservations. See, but we want to join to this place so bad that we can't see it. You wanted to add something, Ash?
Yeah, so I'm just going to add to your point, which you're bringing out is extremely heavy, to the fact, like, a lot of our people struggle with thinking because we're not in shackles and chains, and, we don't have white people out here literally, pointing guns at us like they used to do, or beating us with a whip or whatnot.
Right.
But at the same time, what we're not taking into consideration is these are the same people that's in rulership today.
Exactly.
It's not like we have rulership now and
Right.
we all equal and now everything is, kumbaya. A lot of our people struggle with because we got freedom to do certain things that now it's all good. And we forget about our past. And that's, what I'm saying? I just wanted to piggyback on what you were saying. Like it just seems like our people has become extremely lost in America's limelight of what they built. You get what I'm saying?
They lost in the American dream. That's why it's called the dream. You're in an illusion. This whole place is an illusion. You think America was built for you with your thought in mind? No, America was built for white people with their thoughts in mind. It was built for you to be enslaved. It was built for you to be in subjugation. You know what I'm saying? The White House was built by slaves. I don't know if y'all know this. The White House was built by slaves. There was the only slaves allowed the only black people allowed in the White House was slaves. And you think America got your best interests at heart? Washington, D.C. was built on an Indian burial ground. Built on the murder of the Native Americans. You want to sit here and say,
I got somebody typed something in the chat that's very profound that you might want to touch on.
Go ahead, hit me with it.
All right, Anthony Holloway in the chat says, why do y'all mainly teach from the Old Testament? Not trying to debate, I'm just curious. I also think America is inherently wicked, but and it will be destroyed. But why do y'all believe all white people are evil?
Okay.
That's this first half.
Okay, let's get that first half so I don't run away too far with it. So hold it there. We're going to get the first question. Why do we believe all white people are apparently evil? Well, I'm going to give it to you. What's his name? Anthony
Holloway.
Mr. Anthony Holloway. I'm going to give it to you. I'll ask him for his Anthony Holloway. What's your race or nationality? I'm going to help you understand something. I don't think all white people are evil. There's probably a good white man or two out there. Probably a good white guy out there. You know, my lawyer is white. He's pretty chill. I like him. We're all right. We get along. He give me money. I get him money. We all work out. You know what I mean? But white people as a whole, you see, you got to realize God don't deal with individuals. He deals with nations. He said he's Esau?
I'm Esau.
So there you go, man. Hey, as long as you know. Well, check it out, Esau. White people as a whole, like I said, God don't deal with individuals. The reason Christ died, he died for a certain nation. What he said onto that one, what was she? What was her nationality? The Phoenician woman. What he told her? He said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. That's right. I'm sent for one nation. God only deals with nations. So white people as a nation are inherently evil. Right. That's what you were created for. You were created to be evil. Jacob and Esau in the womb were wrestling with one another. You know why? Because Esau's evil. Even as a baby, you hated us. Right. I'm trying to get out the womb. You dragging me. Hey, man, you know what I mean? Like you fighting with me even in our mother's womb. Because white people are inherently evil. You know what I mean? Because you marching up and down Washington, D.C. 250 years later, just talking about take your country back. Take your country back from what? You won. Exactly. You're winning. You're sending ICE agents to terrorize little Mexican babies and children. What the fuck are we talking about? Right. Why white people are evil? White people are the goddamn devil, man. That's right. That's why white people are evil. Right. Because you put smallpox in the blankets you gave to the Native Americans. Right. That's why white people are evil. You know what I mean? And then not only did you do all these crimes, not only did you put black people in slavery, not only are you sending ICE agents out into the streets, but you're proud of it. Right. You want to know how you know? I know you're proud of it because you're celebrating 250 years of America's might. Right. You're not sitting there with shame like your president got on TV and said, "Oh, you can't say that this land was built on America was built on stolen land." That's a communist remark. That's what he said. He's saying that you're a communist if you say that. And Donald Trump has been on Epstein's island. Right. Donald Trump got the audacity to speak up against blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans and send ICE agents out on us like we're criminals. And he's a pedophile. Right. I'm sorry, he's a PDF file. You know what I mean? He's a sexual dude. Get him real quick, then we back to you, Ash.
You know, Anthony, just so you know, there are some good white people, and it's possible you might even be one as well. The problem is the people in power are not good white people. Look at Donald Trump. Throughout history, it's always the bad white people who are the majority, and there's a few good ones who have no power. There's nothing you so-called good white people could do for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You ain't helping us. How you helping us? You're actually making us more docile and believing that there's somehow, some way you all can be saved when history and the world proves that you can't be saved. This is just your nature. Unfortunately, that's just who you guys are.
Right. Everyone has it. The Lord creates everything for a purpose. He created us to be his chosen people, to carry out his laws, statutes, and commandments. And you've been created to be evil. It's in your natural desire. The Romans and the Greeks were natural homosexuals. It was out here having sex with children, babies, anything that let you put their penis in it. You know what I mean? You put it in there. You know what I mean? The Greeks and the Romans were responsible for a lot of slaughter in the ancient days. And guess what Blacks and Hispanics were doing in the ancient days? Chilling. The Native Americans, we had beef here in America, but guess what? We would release prisoners. You know, all right, you did enough time. Right? We went to war with each other. Get up out of here, bro.
Right.
See y'all later. Don't come back here no more, all right? Stop that. All right. But white people, you came over here and just slaughtered everything. You know what? I wanna go to war with the natives. How am I gonna beat them? Should I do how I do everyone else and meet them in the field and just hash it out right there? Nah. Let's go kill the buffalo. Let's go kill 1 million buffalo so they can starve and die. Even if the children die. You know, there's an old we went to this Native American exhibit, me and Officer 1000 Madara. Shout out Officer 1000 Madara. And there was a letter in there, absolutely powerful brother from the Navajo Nation. There was a letter in there from George Washington. They wrote it on the American flag. And the letter from George Washington said, destroy them. Destroy every last one of them. Destroy, he's like the old, the young. He's like, no matter of sex, destroy all of them. When he was talking about dominating the Native American tribes during the Indian Wars. He said, destroy all of them. Slaughter them. Go ahead, Ash. Anthony has something else?
Yeah, he did say Anthony might not be too bad. He said I agree with you. Right. I want to honor God even if it's his will for me to be destroyed.
Where you at, Anthony? Where you at? Anthony, where you at? What region are you at? You ain't gotta tell me your city and say, I don't want you to be scared. Just tell me where you at. You know, we got a perfect way for you to serve and honor God. You can't be in here with us. I ain't gonna lie to you. This place is, because I'm gonna tell you why. If you agree with everything we're saying, we have to keep ourselves safe from you. That's right. You may be telling the truth, but history has showed us you might be a Dylan Roof. Right. You know what I mean? So to keep ourselves safe, we're just gonna keep you at a distance, Anthony. But lucky for you, there is a way for you to give me 1 Timothy 3:12, I believe it is. It's 1 Timothy 3 or the 2 Timothy. Let me go there with you.
While we pull us up,
go ahead.
It's crazy that he put something else in here. He said, if I know my heart doesn't hate and desires to know the Most High, please him, pause, how can I be evil? The thing about it is, Mr. Anthony, we can't trust you according to the Bible. There's been plenty of times that our people have trusted them words. It sounds kind and it sounds nice and it sounds like you are purist in heart. But here's the thing. We have been led by that before. We have listened to those words, and according to the Bible, the Lord said, never trust thine enemy. That's right. You understand? Because what made you do, Anthony, if we decide to shake hands with you, you might just bite us in the back and stab us in the back. Right. That might just happen. I'm not saying you may be a good white guy, but according to your people's reputation, it wouldn't be wise. And it certainly wouldn't be wise because the Lord has prescribed us to stay away from you.
That's right. And
he prescribed you to stay with your people. You don't have to come stay with the white people, man. I know your people is horrible, but look, that's what the Lord made you.
1 Timothy 6 and 7.
Be a white man with pride. Be like these white boys
Right,
with masks on and
go out there with them.
Go march for the Confederacy. That's what you should do.
If I could, Ash, we don't even got to take it biblical there, Anthony. Just go look at history. Every time we try to trust white people, it burns us. You know what I mean? We tried so hard. The Native Americans, I just said the history. We tried to do 177 treaties with you. We tried to stop getting murdered. Right. We tried. We're like, hey, man, this treaty going to be the one, right? This is going to be the one, right? We sitting there with the pen. Hey, this is it, right? we done here, right? And we said we stopped. Hey, yeah, man, go ahead, sign the paper. Sign the paper. And guess what? You did not stop. Right. You know what I mean? The Hispanics are the greatest example of why not to trust white people. The Hispanics come here after you destroyed South and Central America. I don't know if you know that. You funded the drug cartels. You built the drug cartels to what they are. All those guns and weapons they have over there, those are American-made arsenals. Right. So how the hell did they get that? The CIA and the feds, and of course, in the 1980s, the Iran-Contra, the war with the communists, and the American government funded the drug cartels and destroyed South and Central America, right, and destroyed their governments. So now you got the Hispanics forgiving America, coming here to America for hoping a better life. Then, not only that, the way they come to America, they cross the rivers, they cross through barbed wires, deserts at night with buzzards over their head and coyotes ready to eat and slaughter them. And they cross that border and they come here and they work for pennies on the dollar. And they're the hardest, most loving workers. They'll never say anything to no white people. White people come in there and talk to them greasy, talk to them like they're nothing. And they say, oh, I'm so sorry, sir. Perdón, I'm sorry. And just shut up. And how does America pay the Hispanics back? They send ICE agents on them like dogs.
That's right.
That's why we can't trust white people.
Right.
That's why white people are not allowed in our school. They're not allowed at our cookouts. Because we can't trust you, Anthony. We can't trust any white people. You know what I mean? I do business with white people. I go work with white people. I go, like I said, I got a white lawyer. We talk business all the time. We talk negotiations. But outside of business, I don't go kick it at this house. Oh man, I got dinner tonight with my wife. You want to come? No, I'm good on that. Thank you, Mr. Lynchstein. I'm gonna go my own way. I'm gonna go home to my wife. Thank you. She made food over there. Right. You know what I mean? And that's how you gotta be. That's the way God intended it to be. You gotta ask yourself, Anthony, if we're meant to be together, why did God create races? Why didn't he just create one human race if you and me are supposed to be on the same team? Right. You know why? Because we're not supposed to be on the same team. Because we're different. And we're better than you. That's right. We're greater than you. That's right. That's why you got to put us in subjugation. That's why you got to fill our neighborhoods with drugs and alcohol. Who got that scripture? 1 Timothy?
Go ahead. It's the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 6, verse 17.
Anthony, you're wondering how you can help Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans and serve God. Listen to this.
Charge them.
Charge who?
Charge them.
Go ahead.
That are rich in this world.
You may not be Elon Musk, Anthony, and I understand that, but that's what God said. Charge them that are rich in this world. White people are rich. White people have gotten all fat off the backs of Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
That's right.
We're at a societal downfall. You know, we're out at a disadvantage, if you will. Right. You know, we're 500 years here in America through slavery, colonization. We're at the bottom. We're down below. You're up here with it. You're standing strong and tall. You got all the might in the world. You got the strongest military, strongest economy. You white people should be flourishing right now. Right. Well, God just said this. Charge them that are rich in this world. Go ahead.
That they be not high-minded.
You don't want to be high-minded, Anthony? You want to apologize for your crimes? Go to isupk.com or go to the Round Table of Truth, wherever we got cash apps or whatever, and drop your bank account in there.
That's right.
That's really how you feel. If you really want some forgiveness, if you really want to make right with God, we just read it out the Bible, charge them that are rich in this world.
That's right.
You want to know why you're rich? Because you got rich off the downfall of Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. And guess what? You said to yourselves, God made me rich. You said manifest destiny. We had to enslave the natives. We had to kill all Black people, had to kill off the Hispanics. Why? Because through that made us rich. So God must want us to be rich. Don't worry, you got a rude awakening for you coming. You see, the problem with you white people is, or the problem with Christianity, I should say, is you taught that Christ is coming back for hugs and kisses. He's coming back to slow walk us all into the sunset. We're all gonna kumbaya by a rainbow and just sing songs all day. When Christ is coming back, it said his vesture, his garment is gonna be like if you took it and dipped it in blood. He's gonna do so much bloodshed on the planet Earth. His garment ain't even gonna be recognizable. And you know who that bloodshed is gonna be towards? It's gonna be towards these white boys right here that you see that was marching all through the streets of Washington, D.C., talking about take America back.
That's right.
Talking about preserve our race. That's what it's talking about. It's talking about all these enslavers and all these children of Abraham Lincoln, George Washington, and Columbus that got rich and fat off the downfall of blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. So Judgment Day is coming for them. Judgment Day is coming for America. I know the Americans feel it every day. That's why Donald Trump got to have UFC fights on the White House lawn, because he feels America crumbling. That's why y'all had to go so hard for the 250th anniversary of America. And guess what? It rained on that day. Most High crying. I don't know if y'all looked outside. There was no fireworks. Right. It was just rain. That was the Lord right there. That's showing that he don't mess with America, that America's days are numbered. That's why blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, it's time for us to come together, man. It's time for us to love each other once again, the way God prescribed in the Bible. And through that, like I said, we gotta love ourselves like how white people love themselves. Right. You saw they were marching through the streets talking about preserve our race. We gotta come together, brother. Hey, amen to that, man. You all go do that. And we should do the same. Right. We should come together in black and Hispanic neighborhoods and say, you know what? We're gonna join together. ICE agents come by, man, just hop in the back of my car. If an ICE agent comes by, man, I'm gonna say the word, I'm gonna do the little whistle, and you run back in the crib. You want me to go get your groceries for you, bro? Give me the money. I'll come back and give you your groceries. Right. That's what we got to do. We got to look out for one another. If we know we're at war with somebody, why not go to war? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's our problem here in America. We've been at war with white people for 500 years, and we're just kind of sitting back and letting them do it. I don't know any man that was in their, okay, let me say this. I don't know any man in their right mind that would just let another man beat on them. Right. You know what I mean? But that's us in America. We're sick. We have Stockholm syndrome. We're getting beat on, and we're just, hey man, I love you, man. I love you. Please, I love you, man. Please stop this. I love you. When are you gonna get up and punch back? Right. Am I telling you to go out there and go to war in the streets of America? No, you ain't gonna get nowhere with that. You ain't gonna be able to. America got all the guns, firepower, but you can do something even more destructive. You know what that is? Going on the reservation and getting your brothers, getting them off of drugs, right? Getting them off alcoholism, right? That's what's powerful. That's what's gonna hurt America. That's going to black neighborhoods and teaching the GDs and BDs we don't need to kill each other no more. Right. Going to the Hispanic neighborhoods and bringing them into black neighborhoods and saying, hey, these are your brothers. Right. Treat them right. Bringing black people into Hispanic neighborhoods and saying, hey, these are your brothers. Treat them right. That's what it's gonna take. That's what strength. That's what's really gonna scare white people. You think them you seen you walk around with a gun is tough? They got guns. Right. They got more guns than you. I'm telling you right now, there's more guns in America than there is people. And white people got at least 80% of them. Right. You got like what, 5 guns? You think you Rambo? You know, well, average white man got at least 30. He got about 2 gun safes. He got about 600,000 rounds of ammunition, stuff you ain't never seen before. Incinerator rounds, explosive rounds. And you think you're going to beat him with that? No. You're going to beat him by coming together. Now, like I said, not only coming together, but coming together with some good leadership. Come together in truth. And the only place you're going to find that is in the Isupk under command, Your Honor. That's right. We got to get back to the scriptures. Anthony, say anything before we get back on track? He's rambling on, man. He ain't talking about nothing. Man, Anthony, give us your money, man. That's what I'm gonna say. Run your pockets, man. That's right. This is a righteous stick up. Support this truth.
He said he ain't no rich white man. He only got $37 in his bank.
I feel like we talked to him before. I feel there's some cats say this before. $37. We'll send them $37, nigga. We need that. Man, that's $37 that we're gonna use to help save blacks and Hispanics. That the reason we gotta save them because of your ancestors, Anthony. Right. Stop being so selfish. Send those $37 in. Thank you. You gonna re-up in 2 weeks. You gonna be all right. You tough nigga. Come on. Enough of that. We're moving on. Give me Jeremiah 50 and 33, somebody. Give me where I want to go from this. Someone give me Psalms 110. I believe that's 110, verse 5 through 6. With that one, we kind of got on Anthony a little long. Anthony, this is why we don't talk to white people. Y'all distract us.
Right.
We trying to give our people love and brotherhood and teach them something, and y'all just come around messing everything up. This is why we can't join with white people, man. This is why. I just want to be the center of attention. We can't let that happen, Anthony.
That's right.
Now, yeah, why you got to give you $37. Now that that breakdown I just gave you, I'm charging for that. $37. Run that. Run that. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Run that. You can keep the 30 cents. Give me the $37. All the 37 cents or 30 cents off, man. You be all right. Where we at?
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, and verse 33.
Go ahead.
Thus said the Lord of hosts,
Mm-hmm.
the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together.
Anthony wants to know, and this is a good question, why we keep going into the Old Testament. The Old Testament shows us who our true identity is.
Right.
You know, when you guys get to the times of the New Testament, we're already mixed in with the Gentiles. We're already not knowing who we are. We're losing some of our identity, just like here in America. It's telling you right now, the children of Israel, which is who? The Native American tribes, the Hispanics. If you go look at our camp signs, you'll see we got 12 tribes. You'll see Gad, you'll see Issachar, you'll see Naphtali. Those tribes, those are what were known as the kingdom of Israel at the time, that when we divided. Then it says the children of Judah, talking about who? The so-called Negroes, the West Indians, the Negroes, the Haitians. And these brothers, we were all oppressed. We were what? Read one more time, Ashar.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, and verse 33.
Go ahead.
Thus said the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together.
We were oppressed together. Don't that sound like us here in America?
Right.
Don't it sound like they are oppressing the natives the same way they're oppressing black people, the same way they're oppressing the Hispanics? Go ahead.
And all that took them captives held them fast.
This is why we can't join with white people. Because not only did you enslave us and you brutalized us and did everything to us, now that we're resisting, now that we're saying, hey, you're standing on stolen land. Hey, what you're doing to the Hispanics is wrong. They're still holding us fast. They're not letting us go. They're not letting the chains go. They're increasing their oppression. They're sending ICE agents to terrorize you. Now, I don't know if you've been told that yet. The white people use that as a threat now. It used to be, I'm going to call the police. Now they're saying, I'm going to call ICE. You say you look a certain way, and they hear you talk big and bad, they're like, oh, I'm going to call ICE. Right. I got papers. They don't care. You know why? ICE doesn't care. Right. ICE is white people's own personal Gestapo now. Now, anyone they think they got beef with, they just going to tell you you're an illegal immigrant. You see him, yeah, he's from Salvador. You got to be careful, Ashar. They're going to say Ashar Puerto Rican. You know, say Ashar to Guantanamo Bay. You know what I mean? But that's a perfect example. That's how they're going to do you, black people. When are you going to realize we got to come together? Hispanics and Native Americans. You Native Americans, I'll understand some of you Native Americans that hate on the Hispanics. You know, y'all look alike, right? Like, y'all don't look that different. Like, all right, get us right, man. If you put a Native and a black person, a Native and a Hispanic together next to one another, you ain't really going to be able to tell. Go ahead.
Prime example with this. I work with a brother that's so-called Hispanic, and the nigga blacker than me, or darker than me, I should say.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's tribes in Mexico that's darker and it's lighter black people,
right,
than it is Hispanics.
Right.
So I mean, we all different shades, sir. So you know what I'm saying. That's to speak on your point.
That's the point, man. We're all oppressed together, and they refuse to let us go. Go ahead.
Con. They refused to let them go.
And that's where we are right now. They're refusing to let us go. They're holding on to us strong and evil and just hoping and just holding on to us. Why? Because they're enjoying us being at their pity, being at their mercy. That day is going to come to an end.
That's right.
Who got the other scripture?
Right.
You got it? Psalms 110?
Come.
Go ahead.
You said verse 5 or 6?
5 through 6.
Come. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 110, verse 5. The Lord at thy right hand shall strike through kings in the day of his wrath.
In the day of the Lord's wrath, he's going to strike through kings. And then what? Donald Trump, you got hell to pay for. You called the Lord's people spics and drug dealers and murderers,
right?
And drug dealers. That's what you said about them. You sent ICE agents against them. You terrorized blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and not just Donald Trump. Every president done it. Right. Abraham Lincoln did it. George Washington did it. All your presidents you think were so great. Ronald Reagan did it. Even Obama. Obama's arrested 11 million Hispanics and deported them.
Right.
Like, you want to sit here and talk about America. America has been a continuous evil towards us as a people.
That's right.
That's why the Lord's saying in his day, in the day of his wrath, he's going to strike through kings. Even some of the people you think are untouchable. Oh, man, they got the Secret Service. Or they got SEAL Team 6. You know, they got all these bombs and weapons and lasers and they got the Space Force now, Ashar. They got the Space Force. They in space with they Star Wars, nigga. They Star Trek. You know what I mean? The Lord said, I'm gonna cut through all of that.
That's right.
I'm going for your heads. The people you think are in leadership that you think are so great, Elon Musk, he's the world's richest man. God's gonna bring them down.
That's right.
He said, even in that day, in his wrath, he's gonna strike through kings. You want to know why? Because you've terrorized God's chosen people.
Right.
You got yourselves rich. Pay attention to that, you got yourselves rich off the downfall of blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
Right.
You just sitting on native land, sitting on land dwelt by the Hispanics, sitting on land that was built and catered to by black people, and all they ever wanted was your love. All they ever wanted was rights and equality. And you showed them bloodshed.
Right.
You showed them the sword. So don't be surprised when God comes back and he shows you the sword. You know what I'm saying? You're going to walk up to God in that day and think, oh, man, he's here for the hugs and kisses. And just like they tell you in church, and he's going to bring a sword out. What's up? What's up with it? You think you was just going to get away with this? You think we just going to get away with Epstein's Island? Okay, yeah. No, you ain't going to get away with that. You think we're going to get away with concentration camps? No, you're not going to get away with that. You think you're going to get away with enslaving God's chosen people and stealing their identity? No, you're not getting away with that. Put them up, nigga. Put them up. We going to war right now. Go ahead. Not to say up.
I just wanted to say, sir, that sounds like a God of love to me.
Oh, yeah. Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying?
You're not wrong. That sounds like a God that loves his people.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? God loves his people. Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
That's right.
The only problem is, when are we going to show our love for him?
Right.
Keep going.
Come. Verse 6. He shall judge among the heathen.
Wait a minute. This can't be right. He's going to judge the heathen. Wait a minute. That can't be right. You can't be reading that right. Read that again.
He shall judge among the heathen.
Okay.
He shall fill the places with dead bodies.
With what?
With the dead bodies.
He's going to fill their places with the dead bodies. Meaning what? Washington, D.C., all the White House going to be filled with dead bodies.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? In the day of judgment, when God comes back, when he sends his son on this earth, it's going to be filled with dead bodies. England, the royal family, wherever they live in all those castles, it's going to be filled with dead bodies.
That's right.
All those little bunkers they got all across America that they think going to protect them in that day, it's going to be filled with dead bodies. All the land that you stole and slaughtered from the Native Americans, it's going to be slaughtered and it's going to be filled with dead bodies.
Right.
A real popular belief, there was this one belief, I did a tape on this, shout out to Asha to help me do it. It was called the Lakota Ghost Dance. The Ghost Dance became popular. That's why white people started banning powwows and started banning Native Americans from dancing. Because the Native Americans invented a dance to respect those that were fallen and those that died by the hands of white people. And the cat that created the dance, he said, we're going to do this in remembrance in the hope that Jesus Christ comes and kills white people. That's what he said. He said, Christ is coming back and he loves Indians and he's going to come back and destroy the white people's world. That's what he said. And that terrified white people. This nigga said, what? We put them on reservations, destroyed their livelihood, destroyed their ability to fight. And he's on the reservation saying, what? That Jesus Christ is going to come back and kill white people? Nah, we can't do that.
Right.
Nah, go up and shut that down. Shut that down. Someone go over there and shut that down right now.
Right.
You know why? Because he's saying exactly what was in the Bible. Where he shall fill their places with dead bodies. Go ahead.
Khan. He shall wound the heads over many countries.
He's going to wound the heads. A lot of your nations, you think you're unstoppable. Donald Trump thinks he's unstoppable. He got the Space Force up there. He got them building satellites and lasers and all types of missiles that we don't even know about. They're doing it. You go look up an old book that we used to have in the 90s and the 80s. It's called Space Warfare. Talking about how the white man has all this technology on the moon and all in space ready to fight Christ in that day. Who you think it's for aliens? The white man knows them. The reason he released those IFO files or UFO files is not because he thinks white aliens exist, and because he wants you to think aliens exist.
Right.
So when he's ready to go to war with God, you over here think it's an alien invasion. You over here think he's about to go to war with extraterrestrials. There ain't no extraterrestrials. Those are the angels of the Lord coming to bring judgment on the earth.
That's right.
Come on. Keep going.
Verse 7. He shall drink of the brook in the way.
He shall what?
Drink of the brook in the way.
Go ahead.
Therefore shall he lift up the head.
All right, we're going to drop that. Lift up the head. Talking about right there is that blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we're going to be lifted up. Right now, our head is at the bottom. We're bowing down to them. We're showing real humbleness and habitation in this place. But there's gonna be a day where God's gonna lift us up. Give me drop that. Let's get one last scripture. We're gonna wrap it up. Give me what do I want? What I want to end this on. Give me Zechariah 14 and 12. We're gonna end it here. Again, thank for everybody for joining us. Shout out to everyone in the comment section that participated, even you, Anthony. If you want to help us out, I don't know if you're going to give that $37 up, but at least like, share, and subscribe. Don't get these ratings up, nigga. Do that. If you also watching this at home, like, share, subscribe. Get this content out to all our people that are in need of it. We are the Isupk County Command Johanna, and we're dedicated to bringing together Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. And that's why we're teaching this Brotherhood class.
That's right.
You know what I mean? I wanted to touch on something as well before I move past. I'm going to do a little tape on it in a little bit. It's about this young brother in Billings, Montana. I believe he's part of Crow Nation, Crow Agency. His little brother was harassed by a white golf course owner. He was beaten by him, pulled by his hair, treated like he was nothing. We're going to do a little talk about that after. I want to say, because of that, that's why we're doing this right now. Because brothers like that need someone to defend them. Brothers like that need someone to stand up for them. Even in this day here in 2026, America is still showing they don't give a damn about you, your children, you're old, you're young, you're sick. So we have to care for one another. We got to love one another. Because America's showing they don't give a damn about none of that. Boy, who got the scripture? Go ahead.
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 14, and verse 12.
Go ahead.
And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem.
Say that again.
And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem.
Now, it's talking about those out there in Israel right now. Talking about those that fought against Jerusalem. No. It's talking about you blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. How do we know that? Because those right now in Jerusalem right now, they don't need no help. They turn the Middle East into glass. They turn the Middle East into the Stone Age. Anyone that even thinks about saying anything against them, they bombing them. What do you say? I just hear you breathe wrong. Bomb. Bomb. Netanyahu over there running that like the mob. He what? He said something? Bomb. I don't like how he said that. Bomb. Him too? Bomb him too. Lebanon? Bomb him. I mean, Gaza ain't even, I don't think there's nothing left in Gaza right now. It's gone. Gaza's gone. They bombed Gaza into the Stone Age, and it's gone. So it's saying there's going to be a day where the Lord's going to come protect Jerusalem. So if he's not talking about them, who's he talking about? He's talking about a Jerusalem that really needs protection, which is blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You are that holy nation. You are the Israelites of antiquity. You are the ones whose nationality has been ripped and stolen from them. You're the ones who fit the curses of Deuteronomy 28, where your children have been stolen, your food has been destroyed, your land has been taken from you. Because of that, the Lord said he's going to come up against those that fought against Jerusalem. Go ahead.
Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet.
Well, y'all ever seen that movie Terminator 2? The opening scene where Sarah Connor's grabbing on to the gate, to the chain fence, and a nuclear bomb just drops and her whole face and everything gets melted away. That's what's coming for white America. America's judgment day. Your bones are going to be, your eyes are going to be burnt out your sockets.
That's right.
You know why? What you did to the Native Americans.
That's right.
What you did to black people. What you did to the Hispanics. You see, you thought niggas forgot. God don't forget. God gonna hold you accountable for your destruction that you done to his people, man.
That's right.
And it's only righteous. It's only justice, man. You know what I mean? Like if I don't pay a bill, guess what? They gonna come collect. You see, the problem is with you white people, man, you got a lot of bills God is coming to collect from.
That's right.
You got the Trail of Tears, you got slavery, you got the reservations, you got the ICE agents right now. And this is just recent stuff. We're not going in on the ancient history and everything else. Like we can really go bar for we could fill this whole entire room with crimes that white people have done to us. So you got some hell to pay.
Right.
That's why the Lord is saying he's going to do something as destructive as this, where he's going to let your flesh burn away at your sockets. He's going to let yourselves be destroyed in the third world's war. Keep going.
And their eyes shall consume away in their holes.
I forgot that was even in there. Your eyes are going to be burnt out your sockets. You're gonna be there standing there complaining about some black people, and a bomb's just gonna drop, and your eyes are just gonna melt away. God said, "All right, you got a problem looking at black people? Boom, you don't got no more eyes. You ain't got no more in your skull. Keep going."
And their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
For all the lies you spoke about the Native Americans, you called them savages, man. You called the God's chosen people savages, spics and coons and wetbacks. That's why your tongues are going to be burned out your sockets. With all the wicked things you spoke against God's chosen people. Said the angels in Christ were white. Painted all these great people in this earth to be white. When in reality, these were blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. With that, we are the ISUPK under Commander General Hunter. We're dedicated to bringing blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans together as one family again, as is prescribed in the Bible. Make sure you get in tune with us, man, so we can come out there and give the help you need on every reservation, every barrio, and every ghetto, man. Get in contact with us. Share, like, subscribe, get our content out there so we can get it out there to every black, Latino, and Native American that is in need of it. If you got any questions about our programs, please give us a call. Shout out to the brothers joining me today. Precinct Officer 1000, Asha Iyer, all the way from Gary, Indiana. He's a black man that loves Native Americans and Hispanics. And shout out to my Mexican brother, Precinct Officer 500, not to the Yabama, ISUPK Mexico, out here who loves Native Americans and black people. And we're fighting hard to make sure this nation comes together once again. And it's only going to be done in the ISUPK under Commander General Hunter. We've been doing this since 1969, and we ain't going to let up, man. That's my time. Shalom.
Hey, shalom, everybody. This is Captain Marquardt of the ISUPK. I wanted to show you something real fast. We out here in Cleveland, Ohio. If you take a look up at these statues right here, this is a statue from the Civil War. And as you can see, some of the soldiers, white soldiers, they standing there looking like they're holding up the bed, right? But they see the black man with no shirt off, and he's holding up a stick as well. As that black people fought in so many wars in America, time after time and after time, and we reaped none of the benefits. So this statue right here is something that we need to take a look at and examine. And if you're a so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man, woman, or child, join us July 30th to August 2nd. We're in Cleveland, Ohio right now. Whatever city you in, in the Midwest, especially outside of the Midwest, it don't even matter. Come to the Midwest 5 weekend under command of Johnny Hunter. You see these strong brothers I got standing with me, man. These brothers right here are priests of the Lord. We're going to be doing it live, Midwest 5 weekend, July 30th to August 2nd. If you're a Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, come and join us. It's going down. We got 4 days of just absolute amazing activities. We got General Muhammad teaching class Thursday night. We got Johnny Hunter doing a lecture. We having a cookout and many more other activities as well. Get the information. Come join us Midwest 5 weekend, Chicago, Illinois, under command of Johnny Hunter. Man, let's fix this situation right here. Even though we never received none of the benefits from helping America, that now's the time to help ourselves. You heard of the verdict. The brother just got 35 years. You seen the other verdict where the brother went in the store and got executed. You seen what happened with that. We never received justice in America. We never got credit for helping build America. The Lord wants us to love us. And that's what we're gonna have to do. Come join us Midwest 5 weekend, man. Take another look at that, man. Y'all make sure y'all come get down with the Isupk. It's going down. Shalom.
Hey, Shalom Israel, what's going on? This is the Isupk under command of General Hunter. You understand? What I'm about to do right now, I'm gonna show you the Isupk Chicago School. Right now, we right here on Roosevelt Road. You understand? The school address is 9909 West Roosevelt Road. This is where you wanna come, follow me. First you wanna come right here, pull into the driveway. It's the parking lot of the school. You can park on any side. You even got parking in the back if it's full, you know? Park your car, and you wanna come right over here to this door. You just wanna come in the door, follow me downstairs. We got a door right here, but this is not the door to get into the school. You wanna come to this door right here with the open sign on it. Shalom, Lord Christ. Yeah, you ready for class? Take a seat.